Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This is a blog and it contains information that the mom wants everyone in Barbados to know about. And the school that is being complained about is the Arthur Smith Primary School. Now, this little boy who was trying to retrieve his pencil, his pencil fell, and he went under the desk, the table, to get his pencil. And this person is saying, this mom is saying that he was kicked by a teacher. Okay, let me see if I can find the teacher's name. Okay, Miss Smith, here it is, saying that Miss Smith, okay, from Arthur Smith School, kicked him when he was under the desk to retrieve his pencil. And then Miss Herney, is it Herney? Henry Herney? Anyhow, it's spelled Herny. She came, and hopefully you're reading, okay? This is the first part here. This is the first part here. This second part here, where Miss Herney is now saying that the little boy was rude, and when he was about to tell her what happened, with Miss Smith kicking him, she shouted at him, kids are going to be kids, okay? Kids come into this world and they're very curious and they're very active and they have all the energy, and they're bouncy and they're curious, and they're just kids. They're innocent, just kids. Okay, so to victimize a child shows how demented you are, for you to victimize someone's child who is curious, who has a lot of innocence attached to children. And when they're in school, the school setting is a very, very important place for young children. And if they have a bad experience, it lasts, okay? In America, I hope you're reading, in America, it's a constitutional right we have to bear arms. Could you imagine that be the case in Barbados? No, and teachers the way they are, you'll be hearing from students 10 years out. They'll be coming back for you, okay? They'll be coming back because they don't forget. It's not something you forget when you abuse a child, okay? So they sent the child home for a week, and it's overbearing for the mother because the child cannot go to school, and is getting victimized by Miss Smith every Tuesday. She picks on me, meaning the mother, and nothing is being done. Okay, let's move to the third page. Okay, she wants an investigation into the school. Okay, there's corruption going on at the school, and please take a look into it before it's too late. She has a witness who can testify on her behalf. And it seems though these teachers, she talks about gaslighting. They're saying when something happens and they say, no, it didn't happen. Or it didn't happen, and they say, yeah, it happened. Yeah, she understands what gaslighting is, because here she mentions it. It's a new word in our speech, but it's a very important word. This word gaslight came from a movie where a male was trying to send his wife crazy, making her think she was crazy. And the word gaslight came after that. People started talking about, oh yeah, you're trying to gaslight me. I think they probably got it from the movie that came out. And the reason it was gaslight was because back then the house was heated by gas, and you got lights. It was all operated from gas. It was gas lit, so gaslight. So yeah, I think that's where I think the word gaslight came from. not the word, but you know how we use it today. Yeah, so Miss Herney and the principal and Smith at the Arthur Smith School, they need to be investigated. They're constantly dropping comments to a little boy. This is primary school. To a little boy, dropping dirty comments instead of doing her job that she gets paid for. And she is on. She doesn't realize that the mother is her boss. I don't know if the mother works and pays taxes, but if the mother is working and paying taxes, the mother is she's working from taxes, from taxpayers' money. Teachers are paid. Okay, teachers are paid from taxpayers' money. So you know they need to understand that. Teachers need to understand that when they're unfairing your children and talking down to the parents, they need to understand that. Okay. Okay, the security guard got in on it. And the mom wants something to be done. Okay, the mom wants something to be done. Miss Herney, the principal, and Miss Smith, and the guard. So this is how it ends. I will be seeking damages from all those who are involved. Miss Herney, the principal, or yeah, Miss Smith, and the guard. And this is let me take you here. This is a letter that she got from the Arthur Smith Primary School. I'm going to put this up, okay? I'll put this up. When I put it up, you can, you know, enlarge it on your screen and read what is written here. Here, this last part here is interesting. We hope that there will be some change in the person's conduct moving forward. He has been seen by Dr. Chase of the assessment unit, the psychiatric hospital, Black Rock. His class teacher, Miss Stacia Burrows, has completed a survey form supplied by the assessment unit, and it has been passed on to Miss Holder, social worker assigned to our school. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is something that the mom wants out there. She thinks that her son is being unfair. You know, you know there are bullies. There are a lot of bullies in Barbados. Come on now. Come on now. There are a lot of people who bully other people in Barbados. It's something that happens. And teachers, you know, are bullies. A lot of the teachers in Barbados are bullies, and they like to beat your kids. A lot of the teachers in Barbados like to beat kids, okay? So that's something that, to me, even as a child, that is so wrong. That is so wrong. And I say to you again, thank God that it's not your constitutional right to bear arms. God, it would have been a different episode. It would be a different episode. You won't be looking at America and talking about what's going on in the schools in America. You'll be looking at it right there in Barbados. It would be a different episode. You teachers think that you can beat on someone's kid. I saw something from Instagram where a child's face was all swollen, come home from school and his face is all swollen. I mean, come on. I mean, I cannot even talk about it. I cannot even talk about it because I cannot even say it, because I'm going to put this blog up and I have to toe the line on what I say on YouTube. But it will be a different episode. Okay? So stop beating people's kids. Stop unfairing people's kids. Stop unfairing people's kids. Okay, when they grow up and they look back on you and you recognize that, oh, I used to teach you in primary school. It's not gonna be, oh, you taught me in primary school. It's like, you know, I'm coming. You know, just stop beating people's kids, and they wouldn't have to come for you, whether it's spiritually or whatever. Stop beating people's kids. Stop touching people's children. Stop hurting other people's children. It's simple as that. It's as simple as that. They're curious. Children are curious, and they have a lot of energy with their curiosity. Deal with it. If you want to be a teacher, deal with it. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.